Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Gitta here. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Just very hot. It's still very hot in Bermuda. So yeah, it's hot. It doesn't really start to get cool until like October. Um, More towards the end of October. The temperature is changing though, and there is a hurricane lingering um, in the southeast of the island, which is due to hit on, well, it will come closest. It's not going to be a direct hit, but it's going to come closest to the island. Right now they're projecting on Thursday night, Friday morning. So I figured let me do this video now, because who knows what will happen. I may be offline for a little while. On top of that, it's going to be the full moon in Pisces, so yeah, shit might get crazy. Anyway, today I want to do a video on just different channels. So if you're like me, you've been watching YouTube for a while, and you've been watching TarotTube for a while, and um, it gets boring. It gets tiring watching, and this is no diss to anybody. Please don't take this personally. I'm not talking about your channel in specific. I'm just saying in general. We're watching this. If you watch the same people you're subscribed to all the time, and people that your subscribers watch and interact with, I feel like the majority of the content that we watch is very, very kind of one note and um, and repetitive, you know. Um, like yeah, the group mentality, the group mindset that is, sort of, okay, how do I say this? If you're like me, you love aspects of the tarot community, you love tarot, but you also know that maybe, watching the same channels over and over again is not really healthy. And I've been trying to, I'm always trying to break out of my comfort zone, And yeah, so anyway, I found some channels of people that I feel like are more on the outskirts of the tarot community. They're doing their own thing. None of their videos I feel like are very cliche to topics that are ongoing and repetitive in the tarot community. They're not they're not really responding to tags like most, like, typical TarotTube tags, if they're doing tags at all, you know. So yeah, just some different voices that have helped to freshen up or refresh my feed, that I thought maybe you would be interested in checking out as well, to bring some, you know, something new to your feed. Um, okay, the first channel I'm going to start with is called Sparrow Tarot. Sparrow Tarot. She doesn't have a small channel. She's got about 2,000 subscribers. Um, her vibe to me is kind of like, her style is kind of like, it's cute. It's kind of like I would describe it as like Y2K, new age, witchy punk, you know. Um, she has an interesting taste in decks, and she talks a lot about, she likes to, I notice that she tends to buy her decks organically, like not so much on Amazon. She's talked about that, like she goes to Barnes and Nobles or wherever and lets the decks call to her, and she a lot of times when she's unboxing decks and stuff, it's really her first time um, seeing the cards. So I think that's interesting. And she's got some good videos on there. Definitely, I recently found her about a week ago, I would say. But I would check out her channel. She likes darker themed decks. So yeah, a little more punk, a little more goth, but there's something very playful and light about her as well, and how she presents herself, which good vibes. Just definitely a good vibes channel. So yeah, check her out. That's Sparrow Tarot. Another channel is also I also found it recently. A couple weeks ago, I was looking for a review of the Ghetto Tarot, and this I found this guy's channel. His name is Tiantero. He is the previous girl. She's in the U.S. She's American. I think she may be like Mexican American or definitely some Latino or Hispanic influence. She has said that in one of her videos. And I believe she's in San Diego. Yeah, she's in San Diego. But this guy, Tiantero, he is I think he's in Germany, but he's English. Cool, very cool character. He wears this really fun hat, it's like fake hair. He's just a hoot. Like he's funny to watch, and not funny and like he's trying to be funny. Like he's just has a very kind of um, I feel like quirky, smart, understated humor. Just like British. Um, he's cool. He has some interesting decks. I feel like his channel is more of a collector's channel, but he's a collector that reads with his decks. He has quite a few like historical decks and stuff like that. He really enjoys the Rider-Waite system, but he really enjoys reading and like the traditional aspects of tarot, which I appreciate. But at the same time, he collects modern decks, and I think he has that nice balance of like somebody who's like, look, these are decks I use, these are decks I collect, and there's no sort of conflict there. And there's no conflict with his ability to read or I don't know, whatever. Just check him out. He's funny. Tiantero. Great channel. Great channel. Just he's cool. Check him out. The next guy, also a guy. A lot of people on this list are male. Okay, this next channel is in French. It's solely in French. It's no English. I don't speak French, but I did take French in high school, and I was pretty good at it. It was like my best subject, but I'm not good at speaking it. But if I'm listening, I could understand like a couple words here or there. So I watch his channel not because I understand it, but just because tarot is a visual language, and I don't think I need to understand what he's saying to understand what he's saying, Um, when he's holding up the cards and talking about them. He has a great tarot collection, picks darker themed decks again, more goth, more, and I think this is what I enjoy about male channels. Channels with by men. They tend to pick decks, have a collection that's less like flowery, less modern, less like all these really over the top uh, modern decks that we see nowadays. Take that how you want. But this guy, his channel name is STCID. He does he does like unboxings and stuff like that, like quick reviews, quick flip throughs, and then sometimes he does like live readings. I enjoy listening to him in French. He has got a very lovely accent, and he always like starts his channel with this like little drum music, like dum 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 dum, and then he's like bonjour, monsieur le tarot, and I really like
Bonjour à
listening
tous
to
et
him.
bienvenue sur la
He's
chaîne.
a honey.
J'espère que vous allez tous très très bien.
Like I said,
Donc dans
nice,
cette vidéo, je vais
awesome
vous présenter un tarot.
collection in decks. He picks very interesting decks, lots of decks he gets off of Etsy, and he backs Kickstarters and all that type of stuff. So if you like that type of unboxing channel and just seeing cool new decks, then go check him out. You don't need to be able to read French to appreciate his taste in tarot. You don't need to be able to speak French to appreciate his taste in tarot. Another channel, which is also more of like an unboxing channel, I watch it just for just casual entertainment and love of tarot. Her name is Ann T. Um, Ann Ti. She's got like 1,000 or more subscribers as well, so it's not like a really small channel. Her channel, she gets new decks frequently, and she does a quick flip through and first impression of the cards. And I appreciate her channel because to me, she has good vibes. She has a good energy. I like the way she greets. She always has like the same greeting, like "Hi, it's Anne," and she's cool. She has also interesting taste in decks. She brings home a lot of decks that I'm like, I didn't know that one, or um, I was curious about that one, so I get to see it first up on her channel. So yeah, Auntie, check it out. Nice channel. Another channel is English guy. This time, and Auntie is in America. The French guy is in France, I believe. Um, I think the French guy's name is Hughes. The next person I'm talking about is Blue Six Tarot. If you see me squinting, it's because I'm looking at the list on my screen. I'm not wearing my glasses because I don't want the glare this time. Okay, so the Blue Six Tarot. This channel's been around for a little while, and honestly, he does not upload frequently. It doesn't look like he's uploaded in a while. Like I think the last time he uploaded something was like a month ago, and it was like some Ouija boards. But he's somebody again. He's just a character, and if you're looking for like a breath of fresh air, like some channels to watch that like are not your typical what you're watching in the tarot community, then definitely this is a guy you could subscribe to. Like he has very interesting taste in decks, total goth all the way. Um, but he's a black British guy with locks, and I love him. I think he's hilarious. He's got a great vibe, a great character, and definitely um, an interesting fellow. Um, he has a great intro, like not just how he says hello when he comes on, but like the actual intro to his channel is really nice. And yeah, go check him out. Even though he doesn't have a lot of um, even though he doesn't have a lot of new content on his channel, he definitely does great reviews. When he does do reviews, they're very thorough. And this is the type of channel where like I think all of these channels, their deck collections to me are very curated. They're not just getting the latest, newest deck because it's the latest, newest deck, and Boho Tarot is talking about it, and Lisa Papez is talking about it, and Tarot Map is talking about it. No, like they're getting decks. Their newest deck is something that is a thoughtful, mindful purchase, something that they've been thinking about, or it genuinely appeals to them because they have a strong sense of I think they have a strong sense of tarot aesthetic, and I'm not making a judgment on anybody. I'm just saying this is what I observe from these channels that I mentioned. All the channels that I mentioned so far, except for Auntie. I don't think she's got like a really defined tarot aesthetic. Or tarot style, but she just gets cool decks. But yeah, the Blue Six Tarot, definitely he has a very specific taste in tarot, and his reviews are very, very good, very interesting. You can tell he has an in-depth knowledge of tarot, and he's just an entertaining guy to listen to. I think he's like a model and an actor or something like that. So next one, Merlin Ravensong. This guy, you guys, this guy. You need to subscribe to this guy's channel. If you like tarot and if you're into magic, you need to check out his channel. He is really cool. Like he's like a OG. I can tell he's been doing magic for a while, and he's a real deal. He's a Scorpio. He's somewhere in the States. Black guy again. He's got like flat pressed hair to like his shoulders. Very gives me very like Jimi Hendrix vibes. Um, he has videos on his channel where he's like playing guitar and he's singing and he sounds great, and he has a very interesting, he's like one of those black bohemian rock and roller type of guys, but he does witchcraft, and he has amazing book reviews on his channel, um, of like old witchcraft books, like not, you know, not new divine feminine modern whatever. No, it's like you can tell he's really into the occult. He's an occultist. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a proper occultist, yeah. From what I understand. And on top of that, he's a tarot lover. So he has he has interesting taste in decks, and I think he has great decks, and he has tarot reviews. So definitely check him out. I think he's really cool. He doesn't post super frequent, but he posts pretty regularly, and he's been on YouTube for like 10 years. So he's got tons of content you can check back. Definitely a cool cat. Somewhere, like I said, somewhere in the States. His name's Merlin Ravensong, and I think he's cool. Next guy, Joe Monteleone. This guy, you probably know about him if you're into Thoth. He has a pretty big channel. It's about 3,000 subscribers. He's a dancer as well as a tarot artist. Very intelligent, very theatrical, very expressive. He tends to do shorter videos right now, like shorts. And he likes to go like wide and deep and like explain like really big concepts, I feel like, in like little soundbite little videos. But he does have longer videos, which are very, very thorough, and his very Aquarian vibes. He's cool. He's cool. As of late, he's been like dressing up, doing like a drag face, like full face of makeup, and doing like readings and stuff on his channel, which is cool too. But he has a very interesting blend of masculine and feminine energy, very androgynous. He's a very cool, forward, futuristic type of guy. He also has long, like hour-long classes, like lectures that he's recorded, and videos up on his channel about all sorts of stuff, mystical, but a lot of tarot stuff, a lot of tarot lessons, in-depth lessons on the tarot. And he is a Thoth reader. He's really, really passionate about Thoth. So that's definitely a channel that if you don't know about it, you should go check it out, especially if you're interested in Thoth at all, because I think it's a great resource for that. I'm personally not that into learning the Thoth system. I just watch him sometimes because he's entertaining. And at one point I was curious about Thoth. But yeah, I just watch him because he's entertaining, and he has, you know, I think that the knowledge can be applicable to he talks about Rider-Waite-Smith as well, so it's just great tarot knowledge, period. But he definitely has a special interest in Thoth. So that's Joe Monteleone. The next three channels, I would say they're more aligned with the tarot community in terms of the content that I've seen so far, in that they do like tags, you know, VRs to the tarot community, and like their regular sharing on their thoughts on their tarot practice or their seasonal practice, or topics related to the tarot community. And I'm saying that as opposed to the other channels which I mentioned so far, which to me they're very much outside the tarot community because they're not doing any of these tags. They're talking about the same content. They're talking about the same stuff that we're interested in, but they're not sort of talking about it in this parody type of way that we in the community tend to talk about things, because we're like recycling the same expressions and the same viewpoints, and we don't realize that we're doing it, but we are, because we are. That's just, and I don't mean to say this as like I said, like a criticism. I'm just saying it as an observation and a reflection, which is why we should continually look to expand our tarot community, and which is why I'm doing this video right now. The last time I did a shout outs video, I feel like it was kind of similar, and that a lot of the people I shouted out, they were in the tarot community, but they were more like doing their own thing, you know. Yeah. Anyway, but these girls, these next three channels that I'm going to talk about, they definitely have their own voice, and I think their newness to the tarot community brings a breath of fresh air and a different perspective. So the first person I'm going to talk about is called ScholarBot Tarot. She says just call her Mayfield. Her channel is very cool. She definitely has a very academic flavor. Her videos have a very academic flavor, and I would say her approach to tarot, to me, it appears to be more secular, more academic, more intellectual, but very interesting. And she's super articulate, and she definitely, does some tags, has done some tags, some VRs to the tarot community that would be a good place to maybe start by diving into her content. But she also, I think her other videos where she's got like kind of like a book, she does like book reports on tarot decks, like a really sort of in-depth like cultural study analysis. I don't know, it's kind of too smart for me, but at the same time it's very interesting content, and I definitely think that it's valuable content that people should be engaging with, more people should be engaging with. So check her out, ScholarBot Tarot. The other person that I found recently is called Vessa's Visions, and she has a smallish channel. The previous girl I just mentioned, ScholarBot, she had about 100 and something subscribers, I think, so a smallish channel too. And this other girl, yes, also all these channels, these last couple channels I'm telling you, are smaller channels. But this girl, Vessa's Visions, again, most of the VRs I've seen most of the videos I've seen of hers are VRs, responses to tags, but she has a fresh approach. She's new to tarot, and despite her being new to tarot, she seems to have a really strong grasp of tarot and what decks work for her, and I've been enjoying watching her curate her collection. And she has one deck that she created for herself, like, just a personal deck that she created and printed on make playing cards, and it's really dope. Like, it's a really awesome deck. She totally nailed the core cards, and yeah, you should go check it out. Check out her videos, Vessa's Visions. And then the last girl I also found recently, and again, she's just a new voice to the community. I haven't seen many people in her comment section from the videos I've seen, so I'm assuming maybe not a lot of people know her, but her videos are good. And she again does tags and stuff, and some reviews, and her feelings on her tarot practice and how that's evolving. Her name is Milla Maria. So go and check out her channel, and subscribe to her channel if you want to hear from some new people doing the tags and hashtags that you know and love. So that is it for me. That is it for my my TarotTube Outliers. And I hope you enjoy checking out these channels. If you do, leave them a message. You could say, I found you from Gitta's channel, Empress Song, because I don't necessarily interact with these people either, and I wouldn't mind if they came back and subscribed to my channel too. You know what I'm saying? We help each other out. But yeah, because I'm trying to be that outlier. I am. I'm trying to do my own thing and find my own community. be in the tarot community, but not of the tarot community. Does that make sense? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.